Today, I'm going to be making some salted butterscotch pudding pretzel cookies. This recipe is from BettyCrocker.com, and my sister sent it to me, hint hint, and so I'm going to make these today, and we'll give them a try, and then I may or may not share some with my sister. We'll just see if she gets any. Haha. No, I'm kidding. You know I'll give her some. So anyway, I'm going to go over the ingredients and we'll get started. You need 2.5 cups of flour. You need 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda. You need 1/2 teaspoon of salt. 1 cup butter softened, which is 2 sticks. 3/4 cup granulated sugar. 3/4 cup packed brown sugar. 1 box, a 4-serving butterscotch instant pudding. And so this, I got the sugar-free, and because that's what all they had. And this is a 1 ounce box, if you're wondering, but it does say on the back, sorry, the Jell-O, it does say on the back that it serves 4. So that's it back there in the packet. I just took it out of the box. You need 2 eggs, 1 teaspoon vanilla, 2 cups mini pretzel twists. You can see I bought the great value, and you want those coarsely chopped, so I just measured out 2 cups in my measuring cup, and then I put them in the Ziploc bag, and I just broke them up with my hands, and that was really easy to do. You need 1 cup semi-sweet chocolate chips, and those are Nestle Toll House. If you're wondering what brand they are, they're Nestle Toll House. I just didn't keep the bag out. You need 1/2 cup of milk chocolate toffee bits. So we bought the Heath in the baking aisle, and these are milk chocolate English toffee bits. So I measured them out in there. And then lastly, you need 1 teaspoon of coarse sea salt. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your flour and your baking soda and your salt, sorry about my arm there, and your salt, and you're going to put those in a bowl and just kind of mix those together, and then you're going to set this to the side. So now in your mixing bowl, you're going to mix your softened butter, your sugar, and your brown sugar. To scrape down the sides of your bowl, and then you want to beat in your dry pudding mix, and then once your pudding mix is incorporated, you want to beat in your eggs as well. Mix in your vanilla. Scrape down the bowl again, and then on low speed you're going to add your flour mixture in a little at a time until it is until you've used the whole bowl, till you've added the whole bowl and it's smooth. I told you at the beginning of this that you need to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. I have a mat on one of my cookie sheets, and then on the other mat I have a piece of parchment paper. So you want to use a non-stick pan, but once that comes off, once it's all incorporated, you want to stir in your pretzels and your chocolate chips and your toffee bits. So you don't want to use the mixer on that. And I expect this is going to get really thick. I have a nice sturdy spoon here, and you just want to make sure that you mix this well, and the only ingredient you have left at this time set to the side is your coarse salt, your sea salt. If you wanted more of a butterscotch flavor, I'm thinking that you could do half of those chocolate chips and half of butterscotch chips. I don't know. I haven't tasted them, but I'm just thinking that would add more of a butterscotch flavor to these. So now I have a cookie scoop, and so that is what I'm gonna use. So I'm gonna take try to get it here where you can see. I'm gonna take my cookie scoop. If you don't have a cookie scoop, just use a tablespoon, and just take it, and it says to put them about 2 inches apart. So I don't know how much these are gonna spread, so I'm just gonna put 2 per row, and we'll see what happens. I'll probably just put 6 on here, because these are gonna make, it looks like these are gonna be pretty good sized cookies. So now is when you add your coarse sea salt. You just take a little bit and add it to the top of each cookie. Goes in the oven for 9 to 11 minutes. I'm going to put them in the oven for 10 minutes, and I'm going to load up another pan and have it ready to go in the oven, and we'll be back. So this is how they look after 10 minutes in the oven. You can see they didn't spread too much. So I loaded my second pan up differently. I fit a lot more on the second pan. From now on I get more than 6. But what I'm gonna do is wait just a few minutes, and then I'm going to transfer these over to a wire rack, and then I'm gonna load up this pan again with more dough. So you just wanna let them cool completely. Okay, these are the salted butterscotch pudding pretzel cookies, and I have to read the name of them because it's a long name. I will tell you, I always make my cookies too big. I just do. I always make them too big. I'm not a professional. You were supposed to get 50 cookies. I got 38.
That's not bad. You just made them a little bit bigger. I like the buttery saltiness of it.
I do too.
It's only as I've gotten older that I really appreciate sweet and salty together.
Right.
And I really do like something sweet, but just a touch of saltiness to it. I like that.
And I was going to tell you, if it's too salty, then that would be my fault, because before you bake them, you just sprinkle the sea salt on the top. It has salt in them, but then you sprinkle however much you want on top. Perfect. I think they're very good. You get that crispiness from the pretzel. I don't know what.
There's a little chewiness to them.
I don't know what the butterscotch pudding added to it. I'm sure it adds flavor. But I think if you really wanted, like I said when I was making them, I think if you really wanted it to be a stronger butterscotch, you could have put half chocolate chips and half butterscotch chips.
That would have been good. I like those. They're very good.
And then they would be a stronger butterscotch flavor.
They're a different texture, and there's something chewy in there. Is there something? It could be just that where something got stuck, like a little ball at the bottom.
It has the Heath bar.
Oh, okay, that's probably what it was.
Yeah.
There's probably a couple of those stuck together and made it.
We bought that bag of Heath bar pieces.
I wasn't in here while she was making them.
No, the Heath bar pieces at Walmart.
Yeah. That's what it is. Then.
That has Heath bar in it.
Yeah, a couple of those got stuck together at the bottom, or I got a big chunk, one of the two. And
but you wouldn't necessarily know.
No, I don't taste them necessarily. I get more of that chewy texture.
Right. So you do get
really
a
good,
lot of buttery, salty, very
Buttery and salty
sweet.
is my 90% of it.
Yes, but it is a delicious cookie.
It's very good.
Yes, so I will have the link. Like I said, this came from Betty Crocker. And if you go to Betty Crocker website, they have all kinds of recipes, not just sweet stuff, but they have like dinner stuff that you can make as well. My sister just sent me this, and so I knew that she wanted me to make them for her. So I made sure that I set aside some for her. So she's really going to enjoy these. So like I said, I'll have that link below for you, and thanks for watching.